Hi, welcome to the kinetic and potential energy calculations video for the alternative assignment. This assignment you can complete and submit instead of the kinetic and potential energy calculations exit ticket or assessment that's in Schoology. Because this assignment has fewer questions, you can only earn up to 85% if you complete this correctly. So let's go over some of the instructions for this assignment. What you're going to do is you're going to read the problem. Then you're going to substitute the variables with the appropriate numbers using the colored boxes. So in the problem, there'll be boxes that are colored like yellow or green or whatever that have numbers in them. You're going to substitute the variables in the equation with the appropriate numbers. Then you're going to calculate, and you're going to do this by multiplying all of the numbers in parentheses. And then finally, you're going to take the number that you get from your calculation, write it in the box, white box with a question mark, and don't forget your units of joules. So I'm going to model the first two examples for you, and then afterward, you will complete the rest. I will not do the calculations for any of these problems. You'll have to do the math. So let's get started. This first problem says, you serve a volleyball with a mass of 3.4 kilograms. The ball leaves your hand with a speed of 25 meters per second. Calculate the ball's kinetic energy. The equation for kinetic energy is 1/2, which is 0.5, times mass, times velocity squared. And velocity squared means to multiply velocity by itself twice. So what we're going to do is into these parentheses, we're going to move the appropriate numbers. So we're going to substitute the m for mass with the appropriate number of mass. Now there are two numbers here, 3.4 and 25. Which of these numbers is our mass? The answer to that is the 3.4. I know that because it says mass of, and also the unit kg stands for kilograms, and kilograms is the unit of mass. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take this box and I'm just going to move it for my mass. Now I need to substitute my velocity or speed. I know the 25 is my speed because it says speed of, and the units are meters per second. The units for speed is always meters per second. I need two of them in this case, so one value goes there. I can substitute that first v for 25, and then I'll substitute the second v. Now I have my equation. So what I need to do now is do the math and calculate. I'm going to take these numbers and plug them into my calculator. Now that I have my calculator open, I'm going to go back to my equation. So 0.5 times 3.4 times 25 times 25. When you're done, you're going to hit equal, and the number that you get, you're going to plug that number in here. So once you finish calculating, on your own, remember, you're going to press the equal sign, to get your answer. You're going to then type that answer into the white box at the bottom. And don't forget your units of joules. Okay, let's look at one more example together. Problem number 2. Problem number 2 says, a baby carriage is sitting at the top of a hill that is 41 meters high. So here we have our baby carriage, and here we have a hill that's 41 meters high, meaning it's that tall. The carriage with the baby weighs 45 kilograms. Calculate its potential energy. And underneath you have G, which is the gravitational constant, and I give you the value of 9.8. Okay, so just like we did before, we are going to plug our numbers into our equation to substitute our variables. In this case, since we're calculating for potential energy, remember M is mass, G is a constant 9.8, and H is your height. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to first start with this first number. It's 41, and I see M next to it. M here stands for meters, not mass. Meter is the unit of our height. So 41 is our height, and we're going to plug the 41 in for the H, not into the M. Okay, so I'm going to move the 41 here for my height. The next thing I need to do is replace the mass. It tells me the baby carriage weighs 45 kilograms. Remember, kilograms is a unit for mass. So that goes in for my M. And then G is the gravitational constant, which is always 9.8. Now, if you're missing that 9.8 box, you can create your own by copying one of the other boxes and typing into that box 9.8. Okay, so now we have our equation. So what we need to do now is our math. So once again, it's 45 and then times, we're multiplying all of the numbers. 9.8 times 41. When you're done, you would hit the equal sign to get your answer. So remember, once again, on your own, you're going to press that equal sign to get your answer. Then you're going to type your answer into the white box. And don't forget your units, J. You're going to do that for the last 3 problems as well. So you're going to plug in your numbers into the equation, solve by calculating, and then write your answers in for the different types of energy, whether kinetic or potential. Okay, so don't forget these are the instructions. Please reach out in Schoology if you have any questions. Have a quality day.